Yes. So second point. So this was the political causes. Under political causes, we have done the four different methods opted by the Britishers in order to expand their territories. Now the second point. It is a disrespect shown to Bahadur Shah. Bahadur Shah, he was the last Mughal ruler, and he was given the pension. But later on, Lord Dalhousie announced that successors of Bahadur Shah Jafar would not be permitted to use the Red Fort, and they were asked to move from there, and they were asked to shift near the Red Fort or near the Qutub Minar. So, due to this, the Mughals, they were very much unhappy with the decision taken by the Britishers for their last ruler. The decision of the Britishers hurt the feeling of the Muslims, and Jeenat Mahal, who was the wife of the Bahadur Shah, she started plotting against them. Means she started in order to take the revenge from the Britishers. She started planning something, but Britishers, when they came to know, so all were arrested by the Britishers. The third point, it is a treatment given to Nana Sahib. So Nana Sahib, he was the adopted son of Baji Rao, and he was the last Peshwa. And Nana Sahib was given pension, but after the death, Baji Rao was given the pension, and after that, Baji Rao's son Nana Sahib should be given the pensions. But when Baji Rao too he died, Britishers, they refused to give the pension to the Nana Sahib, as Nana Sahib was the adopted son of the Baji Rao too. Fourth one, it is a absent sovereignty of the Britishers. So absent sovereignty means that Britishers, they were ruling over India from England 1,000 miles away. Clear? And the earlier rulers like Mughals, no doubt they conquered India, but they settled in India, and whatever the revenues and all other taxes which they were getting from the Indians, they were spending all those money on Indians only. But Britishers, they were ruling over India, all the revenues and whatever the wealth it was coming to them, instead of spending that money on India, they were taking all that wealth to the England, making India poorer and poorer. Clear? So they were least bother for the development of the India. They were more worried about the development of their own country. So children, these were the political causes. Now next, it is a socio-religious causes. Now socio-religious causes, the first point, it is related to the society and religion. So interference with the social customs. All of you are aware that during that time, India was suffering with the number of ill practices: sati pratha, child infanticide, poverty, widows, they were not given the rights to remarriage, clear, child marriages, etc., etc. So many of the reformers, not only the British reformers, but the Indian reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy and many other, they wanted that these ill practices should not be taken any more in the country. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he played a very, very important role. During that time, Lord William Bentinck, he was the Governor General of India. So with the help of Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he took the help of the Lord William Bentinck, and with that, Lord William Bentinck, he passed a Sati Act 1827, abolition of Sati, and introduction of the Widow Remarriage Act 1856. And also he emphasized on the education of the girls and opening of the Western education for the people of India. Second point, apprehension about the modern innovations. Modern innovations, they were done by the Britishers, and in that railways, and telegrams were the main. So there was a rumor that telegram poles they were made by the British rules in order to give the punishment to the Indian, those who are going against the British rule. And even the railway compartments in that, Britishers they were not allowing the Indians to sit with them because they were there was a racial discrimination. They treated Indians inferior to them. The third point, it is the policy of racial discrimination. Under the policy of racial discrimination, Britishers they opted these policies because they feel that they are more superior than the Indians, and they told the Indians that some European officer, they ill-treated and insulted Indians. Okay, they told them that being black in color, they are inferior to them. Then there was a corruption in administration. Lot of corruption was there from the lower level also. The rich got away with the crime, but common person they were treated badly. They were looted, they were oppressed, they were tortured, etc. Then oppression of the poor. People rich, they were having the money, so they were having the say. They were doing each and everything. They were even wrong things were also done by them, but the poor people, the cultivators, they were imprisoned, they were tortured, they were beaten, and they were asked to pay the heavy rents, land revenues, interest, etc., etc. Various activities of the missionaries. Many missionaries they came to India, and the Britishers were different from Indians in race, religion, sentiments, etc. Clear? They had no particular zeal for their own religion, and company even acted as a trustee of some Hindu temples. So whatever they started interfering in the local religion and social customs of the people. They told that idol worship, murti puja should not be there, and by telling all these things, the Indians they start thinking that they are harming their religion, they are harming their social customs. Now, fear regarding Western education. The Western system of education was introduced in number of schools, and in all of you know that Muslims they were given education by the Maulvis, and Hindus they were getting the education from the Pandits. So they saw that it is an attempt to discourage the traditional Islam and Hindu studies. People they will give more importance to the Western education, and they will learn their literature, their sciences, and they will not learn the Indian culture, etc. And children they will be motivated to become the Christians. Now, taxing religious places. So sentiments of the Indians were hurt by the official policy of taxing lands which was belonging to the temples, mosques. Okay, so some of the land has been exempted from taxation by the Indian rulers, but later on Britishers they started getting more and more taxes on those land. Ninth point, it is a law of property. The Religious Disability Act of 1850, they changed the Hindu law of property. It enabled a convert from Hinduism to another religion to inherit the property of his father. So according to the Hindu law, if a son is going to change his religion, he will not get the property share in the property of the father's property. But this Britishers, the Religious Disability Act which was passed, under that act they challenged the Hindu law of property by saying that if a son is going to opt any of the religion, he will have a share in the father's property. So children, these were the social religious causes. First of all, we have done the political causes, then we have done the social religious causes. Clear? So please go through the video properly, and if you feel that any of the point which you are not able to understand, you can ask from me. Either ask me in the class, in your regular class. If you feel that you feel shy of asking the question in the class, please call me 6 to 8 in the evening. 6 to 8. If you don't want to call me, you can message me, okay, I will clear your doubt. But please don't carry your doubts कि कल पूछ लूँगा, परसों पूछ लूँगा. Please don't do, and clear your doubt at this time when we are teaching you that topic. Thank you, children.